supreme, 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 abundance, abundance, supreme to all, supreme to all. I have a question, my people, supreme to all, supreme, supreme. And I do apologize for disturbing you on this supreme Sunday, sun rising. But I have a question. As you can see, the title looks out of place. I want to show you something. Before I show you what I'm going to show you something, I'm going to show you. Let me go here. Woman, child, and man, cosmos and earth, eternal light, each one reach one. This is how we grow. I see you. Abundance to all. Abundance to all. I'm ready to show you something. I want some people to come in. What's up, Mika? Hey, sister. Abundance, abundance, supreme, everyone, supreme, supreme. I have something to show y'all, my people. And let me see, some more people may come in here. I want to show you something. And I have a question, and I want to see people answer it. Please, I'm asking questions. Y'all know when I ask a question, I'm serious. And this don't have nothing to do with anatomy. So everybody can chime in on this one. Everyone can chime in. So I have a question though. Listen, as people coming in, abundance. I want to show you something. First and foremost, let me tell you the area and the geographical area that I am in, the location. I'm in Philadelphia. I'm in the area they call Germantown. In this area that I'm at, it's what you will call, it's mixed, but it's really hood. Like if I go 2 blocks over, shootings, drugs, all that. If I'm on 1 block, I'm all white people. So it's like a very mixed neighborhood. You understand? But it's it's poverty. So, however, I want to show you something. And anybody that's familiar with Germantown, that's in Philly, that watch my videos, I want y'all to tell me, am I wrong for asking this question too? And y'all should drive up and, and if you see this in any other area in Philly, let me know. I mean, leave it in the chat. But if you see this in your city and state. So let me get out here while everybody's in the live real fast. Now, this property was nothing but dirt. This property that I'm going to show you was nothing but dirt. Now, right down this street right here, it was just homicide, shooting. Anybody that know this area, right, they know this. So, but before I get into this, right, this property that I'm going to show you, this whole property was a vacant lot. It was just nothing but dirt. It was vacant lot. People used to take their dogs, let their dogs poop over there. They would throw trash, dirty mattresses. It was nothing but completely, it was empty. So one day, driving through, construction started on this property. So this is the result. This is the end result of this property. And I want y'all to look at this. You see this? This is the end result of this property. What you think this is? Now, when I asked the people who built this, right? When I asked the people who built this, there's a camera there. When I asked the people who built this, right? They said this is a single family home. When I asked them, they built this. They said this is a single family home. But I want y'all to look at the windows. There's cameras there. Look at the windows. See the windows? As you look at this. They said this is a single family home. Oh, let me go here. A single family home. I want y'all to look at that. I don't put no addresses on that down. But look, just look at this right here. A single family home. I want y'all to really take a look at that. Now, first and foremost, right? Now, first and foremost, let me just make this very clear. When I asked the person, I'm like, this is a privately owned property. He was like, yeah. I was like, so, I said, what is it? He said, I said, what type of house is this? He said, this is a single family home. Mind you, you seen the garage where you drive in at. You seen the downstairs. Did you see the windows? There is barely windows. They're like jail windows downstairs. And then you look up upstairs and the windows look pretty much the same, like jail windows. And there's cameras all around on the sides of it and the thing. And I'm like, what the French toast is this? This is not a single family. If it is a single family home, Dracula moving in there, because there is no lighting really getting in there. So all I'm saying is people, all I'm saying, when he told me it was a sin, I'm laughing as he telling me this, because I'm like, this is a single family home. He like, well, this is the way he wanted the property, or this is the way they wanted the property. I'm like, well, I never asked who owned, who I never did that. Now I did Google the address and I looked to try to look at the images. That image is not even there. It's just still the empty lot. It's still the picture of the empty lot still on Google Maps. So I don't know what property this is. And he said it's and I'm not concerned about the owner. It is what it is. I'm just saying for my brothers and sisters, do you see these type of things being automatically constructed and built inside anywhere in your neighborhoods? This neighborhood, like I said, right down the street, you get popped. You can go down there and get some, it's work right down the street. You get some work. You go a block over here, you can get some work right there. And then you can go 2 blocks down that way and you be on a block with all nothing but white people. Gentrification. I don't know what it is. I don't know what this is. Let me tell you, me and my friend think it's a bunker. We think we think this is a bunker. Yeah, I just think this is a bunker. I don't know. I think it's something. It's something. And listen, everybody that dealt with this house that I have seen come here is nothing but white. Hold on, let me see. That's a vault entrance. Yo, Felix, Abundance, my brother. This is my brother right here, man. Yo, this is my brother. Let me pin my brother right here. Thank you, Mark. Listen, I just wanted people to, listen, I don't know it all. I ask for help. I don't have a problem asking for help. That shit right there, though, when I seen it, I said, wait a minute. I'm looking at the window upstairs, and I'm like, where's the fucking windows? I'm like, this couldn't even pass for an office. It can't pass for a house. It's not a house that I would want to live in, because I'm like, well, I don't have no view. The front is where I'm standing at. Do you see any windows? Hold on, let me show y'all this, people. For the people who just don't understand where I'm coming from. Look at the front windows. Can you live in something like that? These are the front windows. Can you live in something like that? Listen, let me just explain this to you. I don't mean no harm. I don't mean, I never lived in the projects, but I've been in there and I stayed the night in the projects. It's more motherfucking windows in the projects than that right there. At least you got a big ass balcony you could go out on and sit the fuck. You ain't got, what is that? Hold on, let me see. It's a container home. Listen, me and my, soon as I said something to my brothers, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that, man? And they all, abundance, abundance. Listen, as soon as I said, my homies, they looked at that shit, they was like, nah, bro, that is not no single family home. That is some other shit there. Yeah, it's a storage container. It's a bunker. It's something. It has to do with something. That in there is, they got camera. The camera that has a 360 degree view. It has 360 view. One right there, one on the other side, and one is pointing down. That shit of cameras is already active. And then you know how you throw people off? You put the bottle of shampoo in the window. I don't know if that's just shampoo or deodorant or what. I don't know what the fuck it is. You put something in a window to make it look like somebody's. Let me give y'all. Let me show y'all. Nigga, I'm fucking crazy. I told y'all I'm throwed off. I don't think you can see it come out the way my car is. See that right there? See that sitting in the window, in the windowsill? Little box. And the one laying down, you put something there to make it seem like either somebody's in there or somebody's living in there. I don't know. All I'm saying is that my antennas went up when I seen that. And this is not to put anybody in fear, but I just want to make this very clear to my people. You and I have been watching homes built for quite some time in all our communities. We have been relocated all around in our communities. And I don't give a French toast at this particular time what nationality you are. I don't give a damn what type of cell you are, to be truthful and honest with you. We're going to use common sense and logic at this particular time and moment. We have never seen a place built like that in the fucking hood. This is considered the hood. We have never seen anything like that built in the fucking hood. So just make that very, if we seen some shit built like that in the hood, that's a juvenile detention center. That's a jail. That's a police headquarters. That is not a house. So just so that you know. So I'm not sitting here trying to fairmonger you or none of that. All I'm saying is for me. Now, other races of people, some of y'all in the suburbs that ain't nothing, man. We see that shit built all the time. Here, down here, that is not something we're used to seeing. In fact, I've never seen that shit like that built down here. I've never seen a fucking house built like that, to be honest with you. On the internet. Can somebody show me a fucking house built like that on the internet? That shit ain't got no windows. Shit, that's a fucking Dracula house. Listen, the first thing my homie said, yo, that gotta be a vampire family. Everybody said the same shit. Bunker, vampire family, storage. Like, that shit there, that can't be an office. You gotta look at that. That's not an office. Who will work in that? You understand? And feel comfortable working in that. It's an office, all right, but it's not the type of office we would think it would be. That's not that. There is barely no windows. You gotta be hiding something for you not to have windows. You don't want to take a chance for nobody to see in. Think about that. The windows are very narrow. The ones that's downstairs on the first floor, do you see the windows? They fucking square boxes. They nothing but square boxes. Exactly. And you know what I was thinking that you said, Felix, now that you said that, my brother? Activity at night, but not to mention the shit I see on the expressways, the tractor trailers and stuff moving. Over here at this crib, it be movement. Listen, I'm going to put my homework together. Don't even worry about it. But it be movement over here. Like, and it's everybody that come over here is they all, when I was talking to them about this house over here, especially when after he told me it was a single family home, and I don't mean no harm. This is being real and I'm not trying to make this up. As I said, what type of house is this? When he said a single family home, I bust out laughing. I said, really? I said, where the fuck is the windows? And then he smiled. He was like, this is the way they wanted it. I'm like, oh, really? Oh, okay. No sunlight, huh? No, you don't want to see, listen, you in a neighborhood right now. You can pull this neighborhood up where crime rate is at in certain areas. You in a neighborhood right down the fucking street. You don't want to be able to look out the window to see who the fuck is who's shooting, black or white, prokaryotic or eukaryotic. You won't want to look out your window. You want to have enough view that you can see what's going on. Are you serious? Stop it. Stop it. I mean, damn, even Jeffrey Dahmer had a front window and put a fucking plant in it. With Buffalo Bill, even Buffalo Bill off motherfucking, Silence of the Lamb. He had a fucking front window. God damn. These niggas ain't got no, I mean, what the fuck? Exactly. Cartel, some shit. Something is going, that is not whatever it is what it is. That's all I'm saying. I'm just asking for just to make sure I ain't the fuck crazy and I ain't off my rocker. And as well as people have maybe noticed certain shit in your area. That right there is a red flag for me. At least for right now. Not necessarily a red flag, it's a yellow light. Caution. That's what it is. Caution. That's a yellow light right there. So I don't know what that is. And if people, pay attention to your communities, pay attention to what's going on around in your surroundings. That doesn't mean be wary. That doesn't mean don't enjoy life. But the last thing you want to do is be walking around and be surprised about anything. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want to be surprised, but you don't want to live on edge either. You want to be able to I'm here to enjoy life, because living on edge is in fear. That's why I say you shouldn't be too earthly and you shouldn't be too spiritually. That's why the pineal gland doesn't sit on the left hemisphere or the right hemisphere of the brain. It sits in the middle. That's where you get righteousness from. So you're supposed to have both experiences. So people want to consider certain things low vibrational. That's because they're not thinking. You feel them? They're not thinking past their own selfish ways, because they don't have self-discipline within themselves, or the things that they are doing is harming other people. So that's why they look down on other people. So let me give an example. Take the Secretary of Defense. If he would see somebody that's smoking crack, he would look down on them. If he see somebody that's drinking alcohol, he would look down on them. At the same time, he would say, well, I would try to help you, but not understanding that the crackhead and the alcoholic doesn't need as much help as he do. He needs more help than them do, because anytime that you can sit down and have the thought process, to have the ability to actually come up strategically with a plan to drop bombs and missiles on innocent women and children, no matter what it may be, you're something wrong with you. I don't give a fuck what language you speak. I don't care how well you articulate yourself and driving your point home and why you need to use that type of brutal force against women, children, and fucking men. I don't give a fuck what your excuse for. There is no excuse for it. I mean that with every atom that I produce in this realm and throughout all other realms. I fucking mean that. Believe that. They have lost their minds. So anytime we really don't know what a fool really is. We don't know we don't know how we really should look at individuals when it come down to how we should deal with them or not, because we have been so flipped and reversed to look at someone that is only causing harm to themselves and not bothering nobody else as someone that's beneath, someone that is literally signing fucking papers and pushing buttons to blow up innocent women and fucking children. You lost your mind. That's the most mental ill shit that I could ever fathom in my fucking life, outside of literally harming children. I mean, literally. And like, how can you all sit back and be okay with the fact that America and I'm not talking to black people, so-called black people. And when I mean by so-called black people, I don't mean patriot black people. You 4th of July ass motherfuckers, you birthday, and I don't even want to say you birthday, but you 4th of July, you Christmas, you religious gurus, you fucking fake, y'all act like y'all don't celebrate certain shit, but y'all celebrate it anyway. I'm talking about y'all. To sit there and watch your country, even you historians and you black historian, you Pan-African motherfuckers, that sit there and watch America give Israel as well as Ukraine millions on top of millions that turned into billions of dollars when they won't even give you 40 acres and a mule. Everything that we have strived to work for as an individual, as a species, they have destroyed in one way or another. Whether they fucking blew it up or whether they used fake laws to say you couldn't get it. And the fact that they literally gave this money away. And for all you patriots, now this is for the patriots that fucking went to other countries and you put your right hand across your fucking chest and you raise your left hand up and you sing that fucking national anthem. For all you fucking patriots that walk around with your fucking leg blown off and walk around with your ears and shit, limbs missing, and you suffering from PTSD and you're standing out on these fucking corners with cups in your fucking hand with signs and talk about, I'm a wounded vet. Y'all are lost. That's your problem. That's not my fucking problem. See? That's a fucking problem for you. That's not mine. I told y'all, the people that are the most dangerous people on the world and the planet are the ones that walk around in a suit and telling you you're crazy and off of your rocker. If I choose to harm myself, motherfuckers will judge me. I don't care about a person. This is being real. And I want y'all to understand this. This is how you know when a person really grow past this world. When you look at an individual, I don't give a fuck if you eat Snickers and cheesesteaks and hoagies and all that shit all day long. That's your problem. I don't give a fuck if you drink alcohol. That's on you. That's your problem. When you become infectious to other people. When you eating this shit and you be like, no, taste this shit. When you handing this shit to another kid or now that I'm looking at it now, that's a problem for my species. But when you're doing shit to destroy you, that's on you. We be judging people when they fucking with their own self. How the fuck I'm gonna come in your household and tell you how to run your shit? Well, that don't even make any sense. The worst people, and you have social services coming in your household will tell you how to run your fucking kid. Police will come in there and tell you how to fucking maintain your marriage. What the fuck, man? The judge will tell you what you gotta pay. No matter what the conditions is. Who the fuck is these people? These are the worst people. And you don't even know that we are suffering because we believe in these people. Because we don't know the real sick people on the fucking planet. The real sick people are sitting in suits, are sitting in medical uniforms, sitting in your fucking school, calling themselves professors. These are the sickest people on the fucking planet. These people are ill. And other races, hold on. Other races of people don't even see that your own people are separating themselves the fuck from y'all. They are leaving you away. Your scientists, your doctors, you're going virtual. Motherfuckers don't want to meet you in a hospital. They know what's going on. Let me show you this. Sometimes y'all think I'll be off my fucking rocker. Let me make sure I got the video.
Melinda is being cared for by an AI nurse. And then she was like, how's it? Melinda is being cared for by an AI nurse. And then she was like, how's it going? What do you mean, how's it going? I'm freaked out right now. What are you doing up there? And where was she? Nobody knows. They don't have enough people here, so they use virtual nurses. This is what it's came to, guys. You gotta push the button. Virtual nurse, right here. Once you press that, she'll come on the screen and do her thing. You can have the virtual nurse come in, answer questions for you, like if you have simple questions, or she can't do like compressions or anything, but she's able to help you with like prescriptions or your care. The nurse was telling us the hardest part about it is they just call them and tell them like, hey, room 511 needs blah, 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 blah.
Robo-nurse can't do much other than ask, how are you feeling?
So it's actually like just a filler until they're available to bring you whatever you need. Okay.
Okay, so we're pretty much convinced that this virtual nurse is just a way of them listening to you in the room while they're not in here. The reason being is when they're crazy, my mom was on the phone and this thing just turned around. So right now the camera's facing the wall and you're supposed to give it permission, except a little bit ago my mom and me were talking and I said, Mom, can you get me some more water in my cup because she gave me way too much ice and I don't really like ice. So my mom's like, yeah, she'll fill my cup up.
Not long after, a nurse enters the room.
Mind you, our door's shut and everything. And so the lady came in and my mom goes, this was like 20 minutes later, and my mom goes, hey, can you get her some more water? The water jugs ran out. And she's like, oh yeah, and this time I'll give you less ice. I know I'm a little bit overbearing with the ice. Me and Mom looked at each other like, oh what? Like, how did she know that? So y'all convinced me otherwise, but come to find out, I had a mini stroke. All of a sudden, my hand just decided it didn't want to work. My neurologist was virtual. They just brought this card in, and he was on there. I don't know. It was really weird. When I got here to the ER, my fingers were completely blue. No blood getting to them. I couldn't feel anything in my arm. That all happened so suddenly, and my ears were ringing, and like, I get to the ER, and the doctor comes in. He has me hooked up to nothing, looks at my hand, and he's like, yeah, you just have a nerve, something wrong with the nerve, but we can't figure out until we do a scan in the morning. So I'll probably just refer you out, but I'll check with neurology and see what they want to do.
Then they wheeled in the virtual neurologist.
He wheels.
Pause. Now I want to pause that for 1 second. Now I'm going to screen record the video and load it up so you can hear it. But I'm going to finish playing this part. But remember, she came back to the hospital. Her fingers was completely blue, and turns out she was having a stroke. And the neurologist, what did I tell you was happening with that son? What did I tell you was going on with them? Huh? Now watch where the neurologist is at and watch what they say. They don't know what the fuck is going on. They're lying to you because they're separating themselves from you. Your brain, the frequency of the sun is vibrating fast. Like you see how my phone vibrating? It's vibrating fast. And because you have different gene sequences, monkey, fruit fly, and zebrafish, the cells are no longer able to maintain their structure. So now they are deteriorating. So the first thing that's going to deteriorate is neural cells, nerve cells inside of the brain. And that's going to have an effect, residual effect on the body as well as behavior. This is not racism. This is not hatred. This is science facts. Understand and overstand. You are a chemical being. It doesn't make a difference if you have a soul or not. You still are running off of energy. So in order for, and you need there is a chemical process that takes place in order for you to sustain your life. This is why they building cyborgs now, robots. This is where the Terminator comes at, because now the suit is no good. The suit is going to be revealed to all life. So hold on, let me flip this around. So mind you, watch this. She went to the neurologist. Her fingers was blue. She was having a miniature stroke, and the neurologist is coming in. But guess where he's at? Virtual. Watch this here. Listen to this shit here.
This card in. The guy gets on and he was like, all right, call a nurse in. So I called a nurse in. She comes in and she's like, I don't even know what's happening. I didn't even know we have these. This is my second day here. Another girl walked in. She's like, just do what he tells you to do. And he's like telling her to do all these things to me. What was her blood work? I've been there an hour. We don't have blood work. What do we have going on right now? What test did she get taken? Nothing. We haven't had anything. And he's like, what's her blood pressure? She's like, I don't know. We don't have anything. Get the doctor in the room right now. The screen turns black. What the heck is going on? So the phone rings out there. This nurse leaves. The doctor comes in. He has like a whole team with him. And he's like, well, I'm glad that I did that. He thinks you're having a stroke. So they start doing tests right away. Taking blood. They got me hooked up to everything. They have me on blood thinners. Blood pressure is still really, really high. But they think it's supposedly this happens when you have a mini stroke. So
blood thinners. Remember that.
And
blood thinners.
The doctor like came in the room as we're getting ready to leave, and he's like, it's not smart to go home, which is weird because he's the one that did the discharge papers. So I still have my virtual nurse. She checks in every now and then. They're all living in the clouds, and it's a knocking noise. It's like knock, 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 and then you can tell her to come in and she'll turn the camera around.
Melinda is finally discharged and is having a checkup with her virtual doctor.
I'm at my appointment. This is how I see my doctor. The doctor I was seeing is no longer here. Now I come here and my doctor will be on in just a few minutes. They hooked me to the machine, the doctor can see everything. So they'll look in my ears, she'll be able to see it. They'll hook something up to my heart, and they'll see it. That literally, they can see everything. It's just a machine. This is pretty much healthcare. And right now it says she's waiting in the waiting room for us. I was looking at all your records from the hospital. So they did an MRI of the brain, a CAT scan of the brain and neck. So that was all good. Yes. Okay. The only thing is your heart rate was in 120s. You have to carry your monitor.
Robot doctors? We truly are living in a strange world. She looked very confused and concerned when a robo-nurse appeared on screen. I think I would be too. For many in the comments, this hasn't gone down well, with people voicing their concerns. This first person said, they will pay for that technology, but won't pay their nurses. Oh my god, I am so worried. Other commenters are worried about what would happen if something was wrong with a patient. What happens if you code? Does maintenance come in and the virtual nurse talks them through it? But over to you now. What do you think? Are you a fan of robo-doctors and nurses?
Melinda is being cared for.
Now, I want you to tell me, what type of sense do that make? If something happens, what did the fucking virtual person do for you? Nothing. This is a separation. Your doctors, they're all talking amongst each other. Just so that you know. They're all talking amongst each other. So they put her on blood thinners. Let me go back to that. And the reason why she's probably on blood thinners is because she's having what you call apoptosis, death of the cell. And it's called, she's having, ischemia. Ischemia is the cells are clogging. It's not flowing. The blood, the minerals of oxygen is not flowing through the veins and arteries like it should do to get to certain areas. This is where you say stroke. A stroke is coming in. The body is being numb. Your fingers are numb. Your toes are numb. You can't move certain side. This is where you get what you call the podiatrist coming at. So diabetes. So she's saying they got her on blood thinners now. Why? Try to get that to flow. But it's clogging up automatically because she can't stop what's happening internally. This is happening from the inside out, not from the outside in. Now you fast forward up to the virtual checkups. There is nothing that they can do for you if something goes wrong with you while you're seeing them. Nothing at all. So what the fuck? Who's coming in? Does that make sense to you? Let me just say this to you. The one thing about this planet is that when I speak about a prokaryotic cell versus a eukaryotic cell, prokaryotic cells are self-sufficient. They take care of themselves. And when you take care of yourself, you inadvertently actually help another species you either help your same species and another species get to the next sunrise. Eukaryotic cell actually takes from other organisms in order to sustain life. You see, this is the difference. Eukaryotic cells need to take from other organisms, just like viruses and diseases. They are not considered a living living cell. They need to attach themselves to something that is living in order to sustain life. So the eukaryotic cell needs to take from others. The prokaryotic cell is a single cell organism. I can do this on my own without your assistance, but I need you. I need my reflection of me. That's a difference. That's why we have this attitude. It's easy to program us, what you don't understand. I got this shit. I can do it on my own. I can do it by myself. We have that attitude because that's what we're naturally supposed to do. But we're never, ants move singular, but they move as a unit singular. Bees move singular, but they move as a unit singular. Trees, plants move singular, but they move as a unit singular. You can go to each grain of grass. They have done this. They have put these machines that pick up sound waves, frequencies. You can go to each grain of grass. So even when you look out on your lawn right now, each grain of grass gives off its own frequency, which means it has its own brain. It has its own intelligence. Think about that. You walk outside, you be like, damn, you look at one little patch, it's like 1,000, trillion pieces of strains of grass. And each one of them give off their own individual frequency. Same with each tree. Give off their own individual frequency, which means it has its own mind, it has its own thinking. It thinks as an individual, but understand the importance of the collectiveness. Simple as that. Simple as that. So they are separating themselves from y'all because they know. They sitting back. See, it's not the, it's another video that I have. It's not the, let me show you this. Let me show you this. Hold on. It's not the, watch this here.
I'm fucked up, Jimmy. You ain't fucked up. That shit's getting all because of the moon. See it? Yeah, I see it. It's fucked up. Our government is fucked up.
Where's that?
What? Bam.
What did it just hit?
Look at it. Look at the fucking smoke ring. Are you fucking shitting me? I'm a drunk ass redneck. Videoing some fucking shit.
Now,
Like what in the
I hope everybody got the point that I was trying to show in that. Hey, Purple, abundance to you, love. I hope everybody got the point that I was trying to show in there. A lot of people probably was looking at the object going across the sky that he was recording, and you was listening to him, all right? And you heard him, but you didn't hear him. But I'm going to tell you, you missed the point in there. You know what he said? I'm a drunk-ass redneck. Government is fucked up. The government is fucked up, and I'm a drunk-ass redneck, and there's some shit going on across the moon. I done told y'all already. Everybody knows something is happening and taking place. It's nothing that they can do on this fucking planet. Everybody is playing dumb as long as you are playing dumb. See? You've been practicing playing dumb all the time. You done practice being human. Okay, the jokes is over now. All right, we done playing the joke? We done, right? Because I understand if we was joking, because we played a hell of a joke. The joke is over now. All right, it's the fuck over. Because I told you, everybody knows. You understand? Everybody knows. They have no other choice but to know. You know why? Because the fucking sky feels different. It feels like you either closer to the sky or the sky is closer to you. The clouds are different. The storms are different. The sun is different. The energy of the sun, the moon is different. The colors in the sky is different. The energy, the feeling is different. And you in denial of it. Huh? You in denial of it. The activity is different. And you in denial of it. Because you would rather have cell phones than honeybees. That's what you would rather have sneakers with rubber bottoms instead of actually getting them ionizing particles that are going through your feet, whereas though that you can levitate. The rubber soles on your feet is stopping you from levitating. Stopping you from teleporting. This is why the Hawk walked around with no shoes on. That's why Superman and Adam, they barely walked. The Flash, men in Stannis. The Hawk was nothing but gamma radiation when he got stronger. These are ionizing particles that flow through your feet. So when you get these charged particles and you see the planet, it's charged up. These particles are coming. That's why you have the bottom of your feet is white and your hands are white. You put your hands up towards that sun and your feet in that dirt and you pull in. The same thing with Magneto. But anyway, that's a whole nother different vibe. But the point is that I'm a drunk ass redneck. There will be no race war. Those that know versus those that didn't know. Those that knew and decided to play dumb and keep those that should have known in the dark. This is why your doctors, your scientists, they are separating themselves from you. See? They know. Putting this virtual shit, cameras inside the hospital because they want to hear. What did he do what happened when they were at home? Is there a rash on them? Is there a certain breakout? Yeah. Bam. They're separating themselves. They know what's coming. They know what's already happening with your cells. They're just waiting for the mass breakout. They already know what's happening internally. You can deny it all you want. It's okay. It's fine. This is a game changer. This is an eye opener. And I hope that you are all prepared and ready for this, psychologically anyway. Believe me, because that's what's going to get you through this. So when people talk about, oh, Collider, power not going to go out, there is no power grid that's going to go down. I just want you to know something. What's more important, honeybees or this power grid? Ask yourself that question. If you was the universe, what would you choose? Would you choose the honeybees or what would you choose the cell phones? That shit hit home, don't it? That shit hit home. You be like, damn, he right. How would you eat? Man, I value, appreciate y'all. Woman, child, and man, cosmos and earth, eternal light. Each one reach one. This is how we grow. I see you, my brothers and sisters. Protect yourself at all times with knowledge, sunlight, chlorophyll, distilled water, and 3D human free. Star seeds, this is about you. Adults make the world go round. You make the sun rise and set. This video was about this place that if you haven't watched the beginning of the video, if you wasn't here, the beginning of this video is I was asking about this place that is built in this area, where it's in Germantown. And this area that I'm in, is it crime? Yes, it is. Shooting, yes. It's not the suburbs. You understand? I don't even consider this area to be middle class, to be truthful and honest with you. This might be the future middle class, blast, but this ain't even, this is, it is what it is here. But, it's a building that's built here that they told me it was a single family home. When I asked the people that was building, they said this is a single family home. And when I questioned them about it, I said, well, that don't make sense. How does that where's the windows? What type of windows is that? It's a single family home. What is that downstairs? It just didn't, listen. Again, you have to look at the beginning of the video. I think the people that gave me the answers of what they thought it may be, I believe for me, it's a bunker. It's a storage center for something. I don't know what, but it's something. And it's in the middle of where I consider an area that's not, why would they build it here? That's the question. Why would it be built here? So I appreciate y'all. Y'all all have an amazing, supreme, cosmic rest of your day.